Hey guys, Drifter here. Today I've got a video for you about the RK5 pistol in Black Ops 3, or as it should be more accurately called, the new B23R. The RK5 is a beastly pistol, even in a game full of beastly pistols. We're going to let this girl jump right on over our head and keep going. We're going to get some easier targets, some people that are more paying attention to the middle of the map than their flank routes, as they should be. But yes, this is a really good gun, and I didn't feel that it got a whole lot of love during the beta. A lot of people were interested in the two-shot MK6, or definitely in the Elgato, which is like a god tier pistol, but this one is very, very good and overlooked. Wanted to talk a little bit about it today. Statistically, it's very similar to the B23R. Its first intangible fact is the same, that it's a 3-round burst pistol, but it also has a fast fire rate like the B23R. It has a very low burst delay like the B23R, very kind of very small amount of time in between bursts, so you can shoot it pretty quickly. I do feel it might have slightly more burst delay than the B23R we're thinking about, but not much. You really won't notice it. I really wouldn't worry about it. It's fairly accurate, especially within its optimal range. Low range on the one burst kill, kind of like the old B23R. It's not really surprising there, but you can 2-burst kill very, very effectively if you have good aim, and the iron sights are quite workable. And in Black Ops games with a slightly longer feeling time to kill and slightly extended gunfights, this is going to feel very good in your hands, because most of the time you're going to have the opportunity to follow up with a second burst before you die. You don't get nuked quite so badly in Black Ops games. But I was gonna say it competes mostly in close quarters, but that guy was dumb enough to go prone in the bushes, so that's his fault. If somebody's gonna stand still, this thing's like a sniper. You can just peg people across the map with it. A lot harder when they're moving, of course, but it feels very good. It's a very reliable, dependable weapon, and I feel that a lot of you might not have used it, and if you didn't, when the full game comes out, I would highly recommend it. But it is different from the B23R in a couple of ways. To the best of my knowledge, and this is all hand-tested statistics, so it's kind of slow here today, it has a slightly lower 3-shot kill range, and I mean slightly as in like couple of feet, not something you're going to have to worry about too much. And it also has a slightly lower rate of fire, but it's a more consistent rate of fire. So this one fires at about 900 RPM. Again, this could change before the full game came out. The old B23R was kind of crazy. It was supposed to fire at 900 RPM, but it was glitched so that the first 2 shots would fire at like 1100 or 1200, and then the third one it'd be at 900. Now they're all very fast, so a lot of people didn't notice this. That's why the old B23R felt very nukey, is because you could get the first 2 shots on very quickly and just kind of dump truck people. This one a lot more consistent, a lot more reliable, timing's a lot better, and again a little bit less nukey, which makes it fair. I think the old B23R was a bug and it wasn't intended, so they fixed that bug for this particular weapon. The gun feels almost good enough to be a primary, and I say almost because primary weapons are going to kill you at long ranges. It's still balanced. It's not going to compete with assault rifles and that kind of thing. And as far as my pistol rating goes, I have to put this at the second best pistol in the game. We all know that the Elgato is ultimately better. The Elgato is a god tier pistol in Call of Duty games. That is almost like a submachine gun unto itself, and as much as I love the RK5, the Elgato is ultimately the better weapon. I do have a feeling, just a sneaking suspicion, that that one's going to get a little nerfed before the full game comes out. So my guess is, at this point, just totally spitballing here, no intel or anything, when the full game comes out, I'm going to bet that the RK5 is going to be the best pistol and that the Elgato is going to go down a slot. And of course the MR6 is last on the list, but it's still fantastic, especially compared to other pistols in Call of Duty games. Just wanted to point this out. I wanted to let you guys know that there was a really good gun you might have missed. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I hope you enjoyed the commentary. I hope you learned something useful. If you did, don't forget to like the video and subscribe. Drifter out.